चाहे किसी भी तरीके से देखा जाए, पर ये बात तो माननी पड़ेगी कि क्रिश वाले कैरेक्टर का इम्पैक्ट बहुत बड़ा रहा है इंडियन सिनेमा। ना ही हर मूवी ब्लॉकबस्टर रही है, बल्कि कंपटीशन को बीट करते हुए उसने अपने आप को एक मेजर ब्रांड और प्रॉपर्टी की तरह एस्टैब्लिश कर लिया है। Having a superhero character in India who has never been established in a comic book before is a great big deal. One of the few people who decided to do this was Rakesh Roshan, and he delivered. It's really awesome that we do have a big superhero name in India, but the problem arises when we think यार क्रिश की powers हैं क्या, मतलब सेंस नहीं बनता exactly powers क्या हैं। कभी कूद रहा है, कभी strong है, कभी पिट गया। लिमिट्स क्या है क्रिश की, बाउंड्रीज क्या है क्रिश की, तो क्या हो रहा है मूवीज में। At a first glance, it's really not easy to understand कि मूवी में कुछ सेंस है, बट मल्टीपल व्यूइंग्स के बाद एंड आफ्टर थरो एनालिसिस बाय yours truly, इट्स रियली अमेजिंग कि इस कैरेक्टर की वर्ल्ड बिल्डिंग और इसका लोर कितना ज्यादा राकेश रोशन ने एक्चुअली प्लान आउट किया है और बहुत ही अमेजिंग तरीके से एग्जीक्यूट किया है। राकेश रोशन हैज एक्चुअली हिडन प्लॉट डिटेल्स एंड नोबडी हैज एनालाइज्ड देम बिकॉज nobody wants to. Not many people analyze these movies like others do in Hollywood movies. So let me start by talking about Krish from 2006. We learned that Krish is really strong, can jump high, and towards the end of movie, when he is compelled to save his dad, he unlocks his true potential and is able to run super fast. So fast that he is able to beat 4 or 5 thugs in a blink of an eye. He even outruns a bullet shot at his dad at point blank range from a gun, which puts his speed around the speed shown on screen. For exact calculations, check the description. Then in Krish 3, he seems to have the same powers, but then we are introduced to Carl, who is a telekinetic. Telekinesis के बारे में अगर किसी को नहीं पता, तो इट्स द पावर टू मूव ऑब्जेक्ट्स अराउंड विद योर माइंड, मतलब कहीं से भी कुछ भी उठा के उड़ा लिया। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपने एक्समैन मूवीज देखी हैं तो उसमें एक कैरेक्टर है जीन ग्रे, जिसके ऊपर लेटेस्ट एक्समैन मूवी बेस्ड है, जो कि चीजें उड़ा सकती है। उसकी पावर यही है जो काल की पावर। Carl is able to do this in a disabled state. He can't move his body, but he can move two of his fingers, which he uses to move objects around. Without using these two objects, he can't do it. It is shown in the movie multiple times. To the extent that we are shown that if Carl is stuck to a magnet in that car shop scene, and his fingers stick to the magnet, he is unable to use his telekinetic powers. तो ये होती है telekinesis और telekinetics जो telekinesis use करते हैं। Eventually, it is revealed, spoilers for a 7-year-old movie by the way, that Carl was actually made from the DNA of Rohit Mehra, which kind of makes him Rohit Mehra's son. This happened when he was imprisoned by helicopter lover Dr. Arya. तो डीएनए लेकर अगर काल को बनाया, एंड in that way, if he is a son of Rohit, so shouldn't he have the same powers Rohit did? Or shouldn't Rohit have the same powers Carl did? Let me explain. Krish had the same powers Rohit did, to an enhanced degree of course. Okay, एक सेकंड इसकी बात कर लेते हैं. This can be explained because of the fact that Krishna had his powers from birth and more time to practice, unlike Rohit, who only had a few days through the course of the movie. So, why didn't Carl have the same powers as Krish and Rohit? Why is he a telekinetic instead of being a fast, strong dude? There is actually an answer to all this. If you look at the movie Koi Mil Gaya, which serves as the first installment to the franchise, in Koi Mil Gaya, there are 3 scenes in particular I would like to talk about. पहला वाला तब जब Rohit is not allowed to go to that Mela because it's related to aliens and events related to aliens killed his dad. So his mom doesn't allow him to go. At night, Jadoo shows up, lost from his spaceship, and starts whistling वही जादू वाली theme which everybody knows about. But Rohit thinks ये उसका दोस्त है, उसको बुलाना है. जादू अपनी theme whistle करता रहता है, and this annoys Ritik, causing him to break the matka which he was going to use for his mask to go to the Mela as an alien. अगले दिन उसको वो मास्क जुड़ा हुआ मिलता है. This was obviously done by Jadoo. The only way he could have done this is by telekinesis, because if you look at Jadoo's hands, he doesn't have good fingers or opposable thumbs to be able to do this. If you're not convinced yet, look at what happens in this second scene when Rohit's friends discover Jadoo. Jadoo impresses them and shows them his powers by making a tennis ball fly. Come on, Rakesh Roshan is throwing the answers in your face. You just don't want to see it. It's so clear. It's really a detail only fans would have caught, but nobody has recognized this detail yet. Nobody has pointed this out yet. The third scene involves the historic match of Kasoli Tigers versus Pandavas, जिसमें जादू makes the kids jump higher. Come on, he's using telekinesis. ओके तो काल की पावर्स का आंसर कर दिया गया है, तो रोहित और क्रिश का क्या? इन लोगों को टेलीकिनेसिस क्यों नहीं मिली? इन लोगों को भी तो मिल जानी चाहिए थी. Well, I think Jadoo did give Rohit all these powers. It's just that Rohit couldn't. Maybe because he didn't need to. Let me explain. Remember in Krish, the first movie which we talked about in the beginning of the video, Krish unlocked his fast running ability. I mean, he was already fast. So fast that in one scene he felt like he was teleporting. And also he's able to swim super fast. So I wanted to calculate the distance between the islands in Singapore, but I couldn't find out exactly which island was Dr. Arya's lair on. Rakesh Roshan sir, if you are watching this, please, which island was Dr. Arya hiding on? Anyways, getting back to the video, what I mean to say is he was already pretty fast, but he unlocked his super speed ability because he needed it. He couldn't spend a lot of times fighting Dr. Arya's goons because he didn't have time. So he needed to unlock his super speed to get rid of the goons and quickly go and save his dad. There has never been an event to justify Krish or Rohit having telekinesis. Even in Krish 3, when Krish is trying to fight Kal, Krish is shown to be super confident and goes and starts fighting him head on. It's shown in the movie that it's really unexpected for him when Kal overpowers him. He really doesn't expect it. And he gets the crap beaten out of him and Kal kills him. Then Rohit acts as a brain wala filter, whatever the concept of the movie was, to save Krishna. And another point can be made that maybe Rohit's power gets added into Krishna's power because in a way Rohit says that he is getting transferred into Krishna. And since Krishna also needs more power, he is able to unlock the full extent of his abilities. He is able to unlock his full potential and telekinetic abilities. Which are the telekinetic abilities he needs to save the literal world this time? Krish gets telekinesis eventually and can fly and can make objects float to his will because he needs to do this. He can't let people get hurt anymore. He gets so strong that he's able to lift half a building, of course, by the help of telekinesis. He wouldn't have been able to do this before because in the beginning of Krish 3, he was having trouble lifting a pretty heavy truck. So this is obviously a stronger Krish than at the beginning of the movie or in any previous movie. So that was me trying to explain Krish and specifically uski powers का sense actually बनता है. The main goal of this video was to try to say कि यार मार्वल और डीसी की मूवीज को ओवर एनालाइज करके हम अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, पर ऐसी चीज़ें जब इंडियन सिनेमा में होती हैं तो वी शुड ट्राई एंड रियली अप्रिशिएट द डायरेक्टर्स फॉर एक्चुअली डूइंग समथिंग व्हिच नोबडी सीज एंड वी शुड अप्रिशिएट देम फॉर इट. We appreciate Hollywood for doing this. We should appreciate Bollywood for doing this too. Many people point out कि यार copy है, Krish 3 copy है, but nobody had done this in Indian cinema before. And it really is a hallmark of Indian cinema to do a movie with so many visual effects, around 1400. There are other cool things I would like to point out just as the video ends, that Rakesh Roshan tries to use the same cast he used in the previous movies for the sake of continuity. For example, जो रोहित के टीचर्स थे कोई मिल गया में, they are present in the meeting of Krishna in Krish, and that's pretty cool to see. And also the child actor that played Rohit in Koi Mil Gaya is also the child actor that played Krish in Krish because they look the same, and that's an amazing detail. Nobody saw this. And there is no Bollywood franchise which has this hidden connection flowing through it. This can only be seen in the Hollywood movies. It's really amazing, and I admire Rakesh Roshan for the work he does. And I would like to end by saying that Krish 3 is definitely not a perfect movie because of its songs and maybe sometimes cringy humor. But it's a really awesome movie nevertheless. Let's hope Krish 4 is able to knock it out of the park. Not that Krish 3 and Krish weren't able to. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like, share and subscribe for more stuff like this. If you don't like the video, then I guess don't like the video. I don't know how this works. First video है तो जो करना है कर लो, I guess. Bye.